Hi. Uh, Good afternoon slash evening, Sunday evening. It's Vlcd day 5 for me, and I was down 1.4. So that leaves me at 166.0, which means I'm only 1 pound away from my last LDW, which is awesome. I wasn't sure how this was going to go and if I was going to, like, not get rid of it so fast. I'm glad it's it's leaving me. It's doing it. It's doing it. And I put on some capris today, and my legs feel smaller, and I'm happy. Um, yeah, I want to talk to Chicky Z about your scales. So, um, I know you love your stats, and I love my stats too. Uh, but I was looking into getting a scale that had all those, the percent fat, the body mass, whatever, all those things, water weight, etc., lean, etc. And I used one of my friends who owns one for a few days, and it drove me nuts. But I did a lot of research online about it, and I heard they're very inaccurate. So that's why I ended up not purchasing one. Um, and Austin found the same thing when he was looking for me because whenever I'm gonna make a purchase like that's over $100, we always like I'm like, hey, I was thinking about getting this, and he's like, oh, that'd be cool because like it's something for our home, so we'd probably either like split the cost or we would just look at the best one. That way we have the best and we have like the one that's not gonna break and just do research, which I'm sure you did before you bought your scale as well. Um, So those lean muscle mass things can't really, from my experience of research, it says it can't be. It uses like an electronic magnetic like sensor that gets shot up your foot, is what it says. But that's like not possible. The only real way to like, I mean, there's a few ways to like test the correct amount of body fat and stuff like that, but the best way to do it is like basically submerge yourself in water and you can test your body in those like egg pods, and those cost about I think $80 in Houston to do that to really see what like your correct like lean versus fat and stuff like that. So you can do it in the beginning of your round, and then you can do it at the end of your round and see where you're at. And then after your round's up, you can do something like CrossFit or something like lifting to really build those muscles back up if you do lose muscles. I'm vegetarian. It's like my scariest thing ever to like lose all my muscle mass and have no muscle, um, because we get less protein. But as humans, we don't need as much protein as people think. And vegetarians, we usually get enough, not even by eating any kind of meat, tofu or fish or anything, or even eggs. We get it in enough usually in our vegetables. Even though it sounds like we don't, we're fine. Now, while losing weight, you do want to eat more protein, so it tries to maintain it. But there is protein in apples. There are fiber in apples. Those are things that are going to help those proteins move through your body and help those proteins absorb. Now, fiber is really good for nutrients absorption and making that everything like slip through and slide through. Um, I don't know what waste counts as. Is waste in our body lean muscle mass? Is that what an electronic magnetic scale thingy would be? I don't know. Of course, I'm not an expert in any of this. This was just basic research that I did, but I do think that fiber and fruit and stuff like that is important because it is another source of protein, whereas Melba toasts aren't, and our body does need, some fiber from wheat and stuff, but not really, not, no, no, no. We can get most of it from vegetables and fruit. So make sure you're eating vegetables that have a lot of fiber in them, and if you're not, then make sure you are eating apples because apples are a great source of fiber and they also have protein. Okay, cool. Bye.